Mumbai.
Nightlife. Okay, hello, I'm Julie, and we're in India. And my question was, what was my favorite part of India? And since we're still in India, and it's the last day, I'm still trying to think of everything. But probably the neatest thing that I did was take the boat ride, walk under the water on a deck, and go through the beach and look at the camel and get to the banyan tree. But everything's been neat and interesting and all new, and everything's been curious. So I've just had a great time.
My question is, what's your, humorous moment in the Indian trip, But I think the most important moment is, I go another country to visit so many good friends. This is important for me. And I see so many different culture here, and I can compare with China culture, American culture, and Indian culture, and combine it together. And I think I learned so much from this. And this thing is important for me. It can reach my life experience, and I can learn so much that I can't find on the book. By the way, what is your question? You tell me.
My question was, what part of Indian culture would I most like to bring back to the U.S.? And I think I'll have to go with their concept of time, because in the U.S. we're so concerned about time, and are we on time, and did we get here? And I think on this trip we've kind of learned that on time isn't necessarily the biggest deal. We've taken quite a few trips that Bipin said, oh, it'll take 4 hours, and then 6.5 hours later we're finally to our destination, but on the way we got to stop and eat some sugar cane or see something that we never would have seen any other time. So I think that's what I would bring back, is their concept of time and how it's not that big of a deal.
My question about India was, how am I going to share this experience with everybody when I get back? and I'm an advanced lay speaker for my church, so I will probably at least speak at my church, possibly other churches in Wisconsin, about my trip through sermons, possibly public speaking too. I also write poetry, and India will be in my poetry as well. Thank you.
My question is, what moment has affected you the most on this trip? The moment for me that's affected me, I think, is the poverty and seeing the people living on the street, and seeing the structure, the buildings. There are employees, there are people who are making quite a good living here, but right outside the doorstep you have families who barely have enough to eat, can't feed their own children, and that's definitely been the hardest thing for me.
All I need is to be free.
I'm Ashley Sindel, and my question was, pick one or two emotions that describe your trip to India. And the first one is humbling, because anybody who comes to India and doesn't leave with a sense of appreciation for what these people go through every day, and they're quite happy with it. It's just amazing to me how they live and how great it is for them to live here, doing what they do. And the second emotion would probably be appreciation, because of the work that they do. We've seen sugar factories, and goodness knows Americans use a lot of sugar. The crops that they grow and the work that they do, it's very astounding, and the place is very beautiful, minus the pollution. But I really love the people here, and the experience has been great. I love the people I came with.
Happy to be part of the India trip this year, part of our Global Citizenship program. I chose this trip because it was an opportunity for me to come to India for the first time, but also an opportunity for the university to have students in India for a second time and to a different part of India. The trip centered around Bombay, the city of Mumbai, a new name based on Indian culture. The students experience life as many Indians see it, in almost every phase of industry and business, and also in everyday living. You can hear a tractor in the background as we're on a farm that's owned by a friend of our trustee, Bipin Patel, who helped to organize this trip and bring us to India. You will hear much from the other students who are on the trip who will tell you many of the details, but once again, I'm very happy to be a part of this Global Citizenship program that allows our students to see other parts of the world and to understand other cultures, religions, and languages. I hope you enjoy hearing from our students as a part of the India trip.
Hi, I'm Tammy Marco. The question I received was, what were my 3 favorite sounds? The first one would be the Hindu communication between family members. You can hear in the background that they're laughing and having a good time. The second part would be going to the temples and listening to them pray to their gods and whatever they need, whether it be their health, their family, if they need food. The poverty here is really bad. So that's the second. The third sound is a combination of 2 things. One is Scottsbury's laugh, which would make the whole bus just chatter, and the sounds of the different horns on the bus. I think there's like 25 or 35, so those 2 things added together on the combination. But this has been a great experience for me, and I plan on bringing back a lot of things. And I just hope that future people will apply for GCP because it's an awesome experience.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and my question was, if I could change one thing in India, what would I change? And as soon as we got off the plane, smell and the awful smog outside and the poverty. There was someone out there begging. So I couldn't change one thing. I would want to change both the pollution and the amount of poverty in India.
The question is, what do you find beautiful about India? So, I mean, we're standing here at a mango orchard.
Fresh mango.
A lot of things that I really like about it, but I'd say the country is probably the best.
So we're going to the university now, Shenandoah, which is not very far. It's traffic in the morning. It's about 8:10 in the morning. Lunchtime in the cafeteria. Canteen.
So I mean, I'm staff. Anything good, buddy? Make sure you have the
I know one. I know.
Well, one might have.
He's all excited about a 16-hour ride.
Yeah, he wants to be on the bus.
Yesterday he said no.
You want to go back to America?
Playing outside when you
He's not going to America. He's going to go with the bus driver back home. Right? No, you're not going to America. You're not going to America. You're going to go with the book.
You gonna go fly in the big plane? Go fly in the big plane? No?
Yeah. Are you gonna walk there? Swimming.
You gonna swim in the ocean? You gonna hop like a bunny?
How about like leap like a frog? No?
मुझको लगती है जैसे सजा वो भीगे वो भीगी यादें वो तन्हा रातें वो तेरी बातें
Everyone say what's up in Mumbai.
I really like it.
Vehicle car is 2 inches apart.